All right, so we're diving deep today into something I think a lot of people are curious about.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Black women moving abroad,
Mm-hmm.
and specifically,
Yeah.
how fast can they make this happen?
How fast can they make it happen?
We've got this fascinating YouTube video by Stephanie Perry,
Okay.
who's a black woman herself,
Got it.
and she helps others leave the United States,
Right.
whether they're just doing it temporarily
Mm-hmm.
or they want to get out for good.
Gotcha.
So what I thought was so interesting about this is that she actually breaks down the timeline
Oh, cool.
based on like different factors,
Okay.
like financial resources
Makes sense.
and remote work and all that.
Yeah, that's super important these days.
Yeah. So let's get into it.
Okay, let's do it.
So for black women who already have remote jobs
Yeah.
or like passive income streams, think savings, investments, rental income,
Got it.
things like that,
Mm-hmm.
Perry says they're in the fast lane
Okay.
because they've already tackled the money piece,
Right.
which we all know can be a major
Roadblock. Yeah, for sure.
roadblock for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
And she gives this great example
Okay.
of nurses who plan to work in the U.S. for 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
save up all their earnings,
Yeah.
and then they spend the next 6 months living it up abroad.
I love that strategy.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool, right?
That's awesome.
It's like the best of both worlds.
It is. Yeah, you get to kind of have your cake and eat it too.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then she really emphasizes the power of remote work
Uh-huh.
and even recommends Libria Jones's Quick Commuting Academy
Interesting.
as a resource.
Okay.
And what I thought was really interesting about this
Yeah.
is that Jones doesn't just help women find remote jobs.
Mm.
She teaches them how to network effectively,
Oh, that's huge.
which is so important,
Yeah.
especially in these competitive online job markets.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you got to know how to stand out. You got to know how to make those connections.
Exactly.
So important.
And even Perry's own story is a great example of this.
Oh, really?
She did a complete career shift,
Wow.
went from being a pharmacy tech to coaching.
Interesting.
And she was initially focused on helping people pass the pharmacy tech exam.
Huh. Okay.
But, she's made this whole shift, and I think it just shows
Yeah.
that there are so many different
Paths. Yeah.
unconventional paths out there if you're willing to get a little creative.
I love that. That's inspiring.
Now, for those who are leaning more towards the entrepreneurship route,
Okay.
Perry is a huge advocate for exploring online businesses,
Mm.
like coaching, consulting, freelancing.
Got it.
And she really demystifies the process
Oh, good.
because, a lot of people think it's this really complicated thing.
Yeah, it can seem intimidating.
Yeah. But she boils it down to just providing a service
Right.
and getting paid for it,
Makes sense.
which can be a lot less daunting
Definitely.
when you think about it that way.
For sure.
And what I thought was really cool, she actually built her own successful business in just a year
Wow.
called House Sitter School.
Oh, wow.
And she achieved financial independence through that.
That's incredible.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's so inspiring.
So she really walks the walk,
Yeah, she does. For sure.
And for those who are ready to take that plunge into entrepreneurship,
Okay.
her and her business partner, Rashida,
Mm-hmm.
they actually host a Get Your Next 3 Clients Challenge
Oh, cool.
within their Exodus ASAP membership.
Okay.
So Exodus ASAP is like this structured program
Got it.
to help you build a location-independent business
Mm.
and then make that move abroad.
Okay.
And so this challenge is really cool
Yeah.
because it helps women overcome that initial hurdle
Yeah,
of finding clients
that's huge.
to get their business off the ground.
That's so true. Yeah, that can be such a mental block for people.
Yeah.
Like, where do I even begin?
what?
So having that support is huge.
And it's all about taking those tangible steps,
Yeah,
which I think can be really empowering.
absolutely.
But she doesn't just talk about entrepreneurs.
Okay.
She also points out that teachers
Uh-huh.
with their highly transferable skills are in high demand globally.
Interesting.
So she's saying they can often snag jobs at international schools,
Okay.
or they can smoothly transition into online education roles.
Mm-hmm.
She even mentions Team Zekas,
Okay.
who's this former teacher,
Right.
now killing it in the tech world,
Wow.
as an example and resource.
So cool.
So again,
Yeah.
lots of different options.
Yeah, lots of paths to take.
Now, to kind of break this whole process down,
Okay.
she outlines 8 key moving parts
Right.
for a successful move abroad.
Let's hear them.
All right, so we got selecting your destination,
Okay.
understanding the costs involved, getting your finances in order, and figuring out the logistics for family and pets,
Okay.
what to do with all your belongings,
Right.
healthcare,
Yeah.
residency requirements,
Uh-huh.
and then
The big one.
the big one, getting your mindset in the right place.
That's so important.
Yeah. And she actually says that for many women, dealing with the belongings and the mental shift
Yeah.
can be the most time-consuming
Oh, for sure.
and emotionally challenging parts.
It makes sense, though. It's a huge transition.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And speaking of support,
Yeah.
Perry is a huge advocate for plugging into communities like Exodus Summit,
Okay.
which, remember, is her program
Right.
that helps women transition to a location-independent lifestyle and make a move abroad.
Got it.
So she encourages connecting with others who've already made the move,
Okay.
getting advice from those who've been there, done that,
Yeah.
and finding solutions that you might not have thought of on your own.
Yeah, that's a good point because you don't know what you don't know, right? It's like there might be things that you just haven't even considered.
And one of the things that she mentioned
Yeah.
that I thought was really interesting
Okay.
is that she's actually paying someone in Colombia to help her with the residency paperwork,
Interesting.
even though she could probably handle it herself.
Wow.
It's just a great example of her
Yeah.
spend money to save time philosophy.
I like that.
Right.
Because sometimes it is worth it to invest in that expertise.
Exactly.
Especially when you're dealing with, like, you know, a foreign country, language barriers, bureaucracy.
Yeah, you don't want to get bogged down in all that.
Yeah, it can be overwhelming.
And then here's another tip that might surprise you.
Okay.
She highlights house sitting
Oh, interesting.
as a way to save potentially thousands of dollars each month
Wow.
so that women can build up their moving funds.
So you're essentially living rent-free
Yeah, basically.
and getting to experience different places.
Yeah, and it's a great way to see if you even like a place.
That's so smart.
Right.
I love that idea.
Before you fully commit to moving there.
Yeah, it's like a trial run.
Exactly. So it's like a brilliant 2-for-1 deal.
It is. Yeah.
And I think it really speaks to
Yeah.
the ingenuity and adaptability that so many Black women are embracing
For sure.
to make this dream of living abroad a reality.
Absolutely.
There's not just waiting for things to happen. They're creating their own solutions.
Yeah, they're taking control.
I love that.
It's inspiring.
So it seems like whether you're a teacher, a nurse, an entrepreneur,
Right.
or still figuring things out, there are so many paths to making this dream a reality.
Absolutely.
And what I think is so empowering about Perry's message
Yeah.
is that she really emphasizes that you don't have to figure this out alone.
Oh, that's so important.
She reminds us that there's a whole community out there ready to support and guide you.
Yeah, for sure. Like, we're all in this together.
And she urges listeners to take action
Okay.
and start working on their Peace Out protocol,
I love that.
which is basically
Yeah.
your personalized plan for leaving the United States.
That's awesome.
So I'm curious, what are your thoughts on all of this?
Well, what strikes me is how she kind of reframes the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just escaping.
Mm-hmm.
It's strategically choosing a life that you want.
Right. It's about taking control
Yeah, exactly.
and making it happen on your own terms.
Exactly.
And she gives you that framework
She does.
for doing just
Yeah.
that. Like
Yeah.
figuring out what are those small, actionable steps
Right.
you can take
Yeah.
to make the impossible possible.
Totally. And she's realistic about it.
Right.
She's like, yeah, some of this is going to be tough.
Yeah.
Like decluttering
Yeah.
and shifting your mindset.
Yeah, for sure.
But she gives you strategies and resources
Okay.
for tackling those challenges. Like
Yeah.
finding a support system,
Oh, for sure.
whether that's online communities,
Mm-hmm.
mentorship programs,
Yeah.
or even investing in coaching.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's a big proponent of coaching.
Total.
You need that extra help.
It's about recognizing
Yeah.
that you don't have to go it alone.
Yeah. And what I thought was interesting is she's not just talking to people
Right.
who are ready to pack their bags tomorrow.
No.
This for people who are still in the early stages
Yeah.
of planning.
Absolutely.
Like even just starting to explore the idea.
Yeah, just getting the wheels turning.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you're not sure how you'll make money,
Yeah.
she's basically saying like,
Right.
there are solutions out there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there are multiple ways to generate income.
Yeah.
Whether it's through traditional remote work, freelancing,
Yep.
starting an online business.
Mm-hmm.
She even highlights teaching English online,
Oh, yeah.
which is a good option,
Especially
especially if you need to supplement your income.
right. Or if you're going somewhere
Yeah.
with a lower cost of living,
Right.
that can be a great way to kind of make ends meet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of finding those solutions,
Yeah.
she really emphasizes the importance of community,
Oh, for sure.
like connecting with other people
Yeah.
who've already done this.
Yeah, find those people who have blazed the trail.
Yeah, and learn from their experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's like having a cheat sheet
Yeah,
for
totally.
navigating living abroad.
Mm-hmm.
And what I thought was really interesting,
Yeah,
she doesn't just talk about the practical stuff,
right.
like the financial stuff
Yeah.
and the logistics.
Uh-huh.
She talks about the emotional side of things,
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
which I think a lot of people overlook,
For sure.
like unlearning those limiting beliefs.
Yeah, like the whole idea that the U.S. is the only place worth living.
Exactly.
Right.
And she encourages women to challenge those assumptions.
Yeah, step outside that box.
Yeah, and embrace a more expansive worldview.
Totally.
Step outside your comfort zone.
Yeah,
Explore new possibilities.
exactly.
And she doesn't just preach it,
Right.
she embodies it.
Yeah. Her own story is proof
Yeah,
of that.
it's the transformative power
Yeah,
of taking risks
for sure.
and pursuing your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And what's refreshing about her approach is she's honest.
Yeah,
She's like, this might not be easy,
right.
but it's worth it.
Absolutely.
And she backs it up with examples.
Yeah, like that woman she interviews who moved to Serbia
Yeah.
and started her own business. Like,
Yeah.
talk about taking action and
What?
creating your own opportunity.
And it really shows you
Mm.
that with the right mindset
Yeah.
and a little resourcefulness,
Double ingenuity.
you can overcome those obstacles
yeah.
and achieve those goals.
Totally.
And it's not just about moving.
Right.
It's about designing a new life
Yeah.
that aligns with your values and aspirations.
Well, it's about claiming your agency
Right.
and creating a life that reflects who you are
Exactly.
and what you want.
Yeah. And I think that's what's so powerful about her message is she's reframing the narrative
Yeah.
surrounding Black women
For sure.
and their place in the world.
Like, it's not about limitations.
Exactly.
It's about possibilities.
Yes. And she reminds us
Yeah.
that we have this rich history
We do.
of resilience,
Mm-hmm.
adaptability, innovation,
Yeah.
and that we can draw on that
Absolutely.
as we navigate these new frontiers.
Right.
Embrace our heritage,
Yeah.
see ourselves as global citizens.
Love that.
And it's resonating
I'd say-
with so many Black women
It is.
who
Yeah.
are ready to break free
Mm.
and create a life on their own terms.
Absolutely.
And it's not just about individual empowerment.
Right.
It's about collective liberation,
Yeah. We all rise together.
building a community of support.
Yeah. Sharing resources.
Yeah, sharing knowledge
Absolutely.
to help each other thrive.
Yeah.
Recognizing that our journeys are interconnected.
Mm-hmm.
And by supporting each other,
Yeah.
we can all rise.
For sure.
It's about creating a sisterhood
Love that.
of global citizens
Yeah.
committed to living their best lives and inspiring others to do the same.
Absolutely.
So it's not just about moving abroad.
Right.
It's about creating a more just and equitable world
Yeah.
for Black women everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
claiming our space
Yeah.
on the global stage,
Mm-hmm.
using our voices
Yes.
and our experience
There's unique perspective.
to make a positive impact.
Absolutely.
It's a vision of freedom,
It is.
empowerment,
Yeah.
and limitless possibility.
And it's becoming a reality
Yes.
for more and more Black women every day.
So for those listening
Yeah.
who are feeling inspired
Mm-hmm.
and ready to take action,
Okay.
what would you suggest as that first step?
I think she's spot on with this. Connect with others who are on a similar journey.
Great.
Join a community like Exodus Summit.
Yeah.
Follow Black women travel bloggers, YouTubers.
Yeah.
Engage in conversations about moving abroad.
Okay.
Immerse yourself in that world.
Yeah.
Let those stories fuel your dreams.
I love that.
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
Seek guidance from
Yes.
those who've been there, done that.
Yeah.
They're a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah. They've got those tips and tricks.
Yeah, and they're happy to share.
Yeah.
Remember, this journey is about more than just a change of scenery.
Mhm.
It's about a change of perspective.
Right.
It's about expanding your horizons, challenging your assumptions, and embracing the beauty and complexity of the world around you.
Like that.
It's about stepping outside of your comfort zone
Yeah.
and discovering the strength and
Yeah.
resilience
Okay.
that lies within you.
And most importantly,
Yes,
you are not alone.
you're not.
There's a whole community
There
of
is.
Black women out there
Yes.
cheering you on,
Yeah, we got you.
ready to support you
Absolutely.
every step of the way.
So go out there,
Yeah.
create the life of your dreams.
Yeah. The world is waiting.
It is.
One thing that really stuck with me from this video was how Perry talked about women using house sitting.
Okay.
not just to experience new places,
Mm-hmm.
but as a way to actually save money for the move.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Right.
Like a 2-for-1.
Yeah, exactly.
You get to live there and save money.
See if you like the place.
Yeah, test it out.
And save a ton on accommodations.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
I never would have thought of that.
It's a really good idea.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's so resourceful.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of her whole peace out protocol idea.
Right, creating that roadmap
Exactly.
for getting out of the U.S.
Like, it's not just about picking a place.
No, it's about the steps.
It's about having a plan
Yeah,
to actually make it happen.
exactly.
So what are some of the key elements of this peace out protocol?
Well, she talks about the finances, of course.
I'd have got to figure that out.
Yeah, how are you going to support yourself?
Mm.
Then there's healthcare.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one.
Got to research your options, make sure you're covered.
Absolutely.
And then residency requirements.
Oh, yeah. Those can be tricky.
They can be so different depending on where you go.
That's a whole other layer
Yeah.
of complexity.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's not just about logistics, right?
No, not at all.
She also talks about
Yeah.
managing family dynamics
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
and just the emotional side of leaving
Definitely like leaving everything you know
everything you know.
behind.
It's a big change.
It is a massive transition.
And she's all about getting support
Oh, yeah, for sure.
throughout the process.
Find your people,
Find your people,
your tribe,
whether it's a structured program
Oh.
like Exodus Summit
right?
or finding a mentor
Yep.
or even coaching.
Yeah, she loves coaching
She does.
if you need it.
And she even said, remember,
Yeah.
she's paying someone in Colombia
Oh, yeah, to help with the residents.
to help with the residency stuff,
Even though she could do it herself.
even though she could do it.
It's that spend money to save time thing.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's so smart
It is.
because it frees up your mental energy
Exactly.
to focus on other things.
Yeah, like settling in.
Yeah.
Exploring, building your network.
It could be so helpful
Oh, yeah.
to have someone who understands the local system.
Totally. The language, the bureaucracy.
Yeah, all that.
It can be so overwhelming.
It can be.
Yeah.
And I think what's so empowering
Mm-hmm.
about her message
Yeah.
is she shows Black women that they have options.
They do.
They don't have to settle
Absolutely not.
for a life that doesn't fulfill them.
Nope. Find what lights you up.
They have the power to create the life that they want,
Exactly.
and they have the resources and support
Yes, they do.
to make it happen.
Whether it's remote work, a business house sitting, so many ways to do it.
So many ways to make it happen.
Yeah.
And she really reframes moving abroad.
She does.
It's not about escaping the U.S.
It's about choosing something better.
It's about choosing a life
Yeah.
that's more aligned with who you are.
And what you want for yourself.
It's about reclaiming your agency,
Yes.
stepping into your full potential,
I love that.
and recognizing that you have gifts and talents
You do,
that you can share
Mm.
with the world,
no matter where you are.
no matter where you are.
Yeah.
It's about taking those leaps of faith
It is.
and trusting
Not just in the
that
process.
you'll figure it out
Absolutely.
and that the rewards are immeasurable.
Oh, yeah. Think about it.
New cultures,
Experiencing new things.
expanding your worldview,
Yeah.
creating a life that's rich and fulfilling.
That's what it's all about.
So if you're a Black woman listening to this
Yeah.
and you've ever dreamed of living abroad,
Mm.
Perry's message is clear.
It's possible.
It's possible,
Than you think.
and it's more within reach
Yeah.
than you might think.
For sure.
So what's that first step
That first step,
you can take?
connect with the community.
Connect with the community.
Find those people who get it.
Join a group.
Yeah, like Exodus Summit.
Follow some travel bloggers.
Yeah. Black women travel bloggers and YouTubers.
Get those conversations going.
Yeah. Immerse yourself in it.
Let those stories
Let those stories fuel your fire.
fuel your dreams.
Ask questions.
Ask questions.
Get guidance from those who've done it.
It's about more than just a change of scenery.
It is.
It's a change in perspective.
Yeah.
It's about embracing the unknown
Mm-hmm.
and discovering your own strength
And your resilience.
and resilience.
Yeah. You got this.
And remember, you're not alone.
You are not alone.
There's a whole community out there
a whole community of Black women
ready to support you.
ready to cheer you on every step of the way.
So go out there.
Yeah.
Create the life of your dreams.
The world is waiting.
The world is waiting.
So go explore it.
And we'll be here cheering you on.
Absolutely every step of the way.